Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game, Jesse? Make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Yes, the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Looking for a man, it's Kelly. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On on the run. It's Carter. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Foster. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's McLaurin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Dropping back, it's McLaurin. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's going for the goal line. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's McLaurin. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Up-tempo for the offense. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. To the air. It's McLaurin. Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end there.
Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Catch in the middle. It's Foster. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Red Raider! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bravo.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. We want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on first down from the 40.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's McLaurin. Snagged in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be second down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Deals to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Going to the run to start this second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. grabbed behind the line. It's Vaughn. Across the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Power football with the run. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. He's got it on the outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. On this defense wants to bring some pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
That's reeled in. It's Owens. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Makes the catch. It's Owens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's McLaurin. Under fire. There he goes. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the
honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick completion to the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to beat.
Turning it on! And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Red Raiders are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's got it. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
To throw, it's Vasquez. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go, set.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Going to the running game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Win, 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 win. It seems the only obstacle in their path could be getting bored or not paying close enough attention as they continue their run toward perfection.
And everything's just lined up
Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. So USC's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it. And now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs. And also, you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champion.
The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. Second down after that run on the previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Grab near the sticks. It's Meadows. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
That short completion sets up a third down play. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. It's Kelly. The short completion of the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Snead. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. New center down to the offense. First and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
On first down, it's play action. Took contact on the throw. That is broken up and incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, caught over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. And the Trojans will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Ball fielded near the 35. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Look out, room to run here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Take a quick pause and check out the stats from this 1st quarter. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Hebe keeps it himself. And the Trojans begin a new series here. 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. And we're going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for a safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll run it here. A quick juke. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. 4th down coming up. And the Trojans will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Here's the handoff.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to pass. It's Kelly. It is hauled in. What a catch. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him?
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled and they're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and the pass is incomplete. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Fielding the puck, looking to improve field position here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the offense trots back onto the field here. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. To the air. It's Kelly. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. The receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance. Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down. They're going to throw the football. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. And looking to throw now on first down. A deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To throw, it's Kelly. On the move now. Finds his man. It's Gilliam. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Here's the second down play. Looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's gone. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Over the middle. It's gone. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Gilliam.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
That's caught. It's Sneed. Tackled, but first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But a fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this Pac-12 championship.
And the Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Offense on the field to take over. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Grab down the middle. It's Sneed. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Kelly. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a 1st down for the offense.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. Solid run. They'll bring it back to the 28-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the...
And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And now the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To the air, it's Kelly. Grab made by the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
He's looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Ball handed off. Breaks into open space. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Fresh set of downs. 1st and goal. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Same tailback, another carry.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Great catch when they desperately needed it. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so... predictable. 1 minute, you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense showing a bunch formation now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. And the offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The punt near the sticks. It's long. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Makes a quick grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Defense dials up the pressure there, plays man coverage, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback in time, and he finds a nice completion.
Throwing off play action. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. He is stopped cold on 3rd and inches. So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And there's the handoff. Running with purpose. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that 1st down.
Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The O-line still keeping him protected. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Goes down quickly, but comes up with a nice interception.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
Chewing clock with the running game. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Tight end goes in motion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now it's the defense that calls time. trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. QB to the tight end for a completion. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. Receiver in motion now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Now they try to run in here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in the game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.